What is up, guys? Anime Sounding here, back with a brand new video. I'm sorry for not posting for about the last 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks. This is part two of What If Naruto was the son of the Otsutsuki King. Okay, so let's start the video. To Naruto. How am I floating? This should be impossible. How? Is this why the villagers claim me to be a monster? A freak? Or a demon? What am I? Did, what? What am I? But before Naruto could finish his thoughts, he heard a knock on the door. Since Naruto was not used to flying, he got done pretty roughly. But he just patted himself down and answered the door. He then saw an old person with white hair. Naruto then says, "Oh, hi, Uncle Hiruzen. What brings you here?" No, Hiruzen then says, "Oh, I'm just here to drop off your monthly paycheck. And I have something important to tell you." Naruto then brings him inside and they both sit down. Naruto then says, "So, what did you have to tell me?" Hiruzen then says, "Well, you know how you've always wanted to be a ninja, right?" Naruto then says, "Yes." Hiruzen says, "Well, your chance is coming in 2 years." Naruto then says, How is that?" Hiruzen says, You'll be attending the academy in 2 years, once you are 10. Yes, Naruto's 8 because I forgot how old he was in the last video. So yeah, just imagine he's 8. And he just looks a little bit younger than that. So yeah, Naruto exclaims, "Really? I'm gonna really be a ninja?" Naruto okay. Naruto says, Hiruzen says, "Yep, but it's gonna take you a while to reach my level." Naruto then says, Don't worry, Hiruzen. I'm gonna surpass you in no time." Naruto says. Hiruzen chuckled at this. But little did you know, Naruto was right. He was gonna surpass Hiruzen in no time. So Hiruzen then says, "Well, I must take my leave. I have some stuff to do at the Hokage office." Wait, also, if you guys hear anything in the background, just ignore them, or my dog, or whatever. Just try to ignore them. So back to the video. Naruto walked Hiruzen to the door. "Oh, bye, old man." Naruto and Hiruzen went. "Bye, Uncle Hiruzen," Naruto said. Naruto and Hiruzen, they said their goodbyes and Hiruzen left. Naruto then brushed his teeth and put on his pajamas. Yeah. And then he fell asleep. But then he came into a place that looked like a sewer. Naruto walked around the sewer until he heard a loud growling noise. Naruto walked toward the growling noise. Being the curious kid that he is, he walked towards it. Naruto then sees a big cage, which, as you guys know, is Kurama. Hold on. Which you guys know is Kurama. Kurama being Kurama, he tried to scare away Naruto by releasing some of his killer intent. But to his surprise, Naruto wasn't bowing down to him like any other shinobi would. Kurama being a bit surprised, bored at Naruto trying to make him pretty scared. But to his surprise, once again, Naruto wasn't scared. Naruto then looked at Kurama. Huh? You're a big fox, you know that? Kurama then growled at this. Naruto then said, so why is a big fox in my dream? What's the meaning of this? Kurama says, this is your mind, you idiot. Naruto says, Well then why is there a big fox in my mind? But then it clicked to Naruto. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Naruto's pretty smart. Like really smart. But then it clicked to Naruto. He realized that he was the Jinchuriki of a fox. But Naruto realized there's only one fox that is a Bishu. I think that it is Bishu. So he then realized that he was the Jinchuriki, the host of the Nine Tails. His eyes widen a bit. He then says, I'm the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. Naruto then started thinking about all the horrible things that the villagers did to him. No, the villagers did to him. He started thinking about how they beat him up, how they bullied him, and how they just treated him like an outsider. Naruto then says, how dare these villagers? I should be treated as a hero for keeping you inside of me. Without me, this whole village would have been destroyed. Naruto says, but yet they beat me up, they bully me, and they just treat me like an outsider. How dare they? At this point, Naruto realized his hatred for the villagers and the village. Kurama, seeing this as a chance to take over Naruto, he starts trying to put some of his chakra into Naruto, just enough to take over him. But to his surprise, the chakra... What the heck? Hold on, sorry for all the noise. Sorry for the noise. That is some kid down the hall or something. So, hold on, what was I saying? Oh yes, but to Kurama's surprise, his chakra was repelled from Naruto. Kurama was getting interested in this kid. In Kurama's head, he wonders, what is this kid? Why does his chakra signature somewhat like the old man's? What are you? Kurama says in his head. Naruto then looks at Kurama. He says, what's your name? Kurama says, it's Nine Tails. Naruto then asks again, your real name? Kurama then says, it's the Kyuubi. Naruto then says, I will ask once more, what is your real name? Kurama then says hesitantly, He says, it's Kurama. Kurama being shocked by how how much Naruto wanted to learn his name. He saw that he was a bit different than all the other humans or hosts that he's had. Mm. Naruto then asks, "Would you like to be my friend?" Kurama then says, "No. Why would I ever be friends with a lowly human like you?" Naruto then says, "Well, you seem pretty lonely down here. I think you want a friend." Kurama then says, "Hmm, I don't need a friend. I just need sleep. That's all." Naruto then looked at Kurama once again. "Why don't you want to be my friend?" Naruto asks. Naruto then says, "We're pretty similar. We're both treated by we're both treated as outsiders by the village. We're both hated. And yeah, we seem to have a lot in common. Why wouldn't you want to be my friend?" Karma then says, "Fine, I'll be partner. Your partner. Not your friend, your partner." Naruto then Naruto's eyes widen with a bit of joy. Naruto then says, "Deal. My name is Naruto Uzumaki." Karma looks at Karma. He really reminds me of the old guy, of the old man. Hmm, maybe he's the one. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So Naruto then starts talking to Kurama about his life and stuff. Same with Kurama. Kurama told him about how he was controlled by Madara and stuff. Yeah, there's the same things that happen in canon and Shippuden and stuff. So yeah, Naruto and Kurama, they're friends now. Naruto then says, "Well, I have to go to sleep. I have training. I have to train tomorrow." Kurama then says, I could help you with that." Naruto says, "How could you help me with that? You can't even do jutsus. Do you even have a thumb? I'm pretty sure foxes don't have thumbs." Naruto says. Kurama says, "Just wait till tomorrow. Get some sleep for now." Naruto listened to Kurama. He got out of his mindscape and he went to sleep. The next day, Naruto woke up and he brushed his teeth and he put on his clothes. Naruto then ate breakfast and he started to walk towards a let's say yes. Naruto walked towards the what's the name? The Death Forest? The Death Woods? Hold on. The Forest of the Death? I hope you guys know what I mean. The part in the tuning exams with the forest. The Forest of Death, I think. Yeah, Naruto walked towards there, not knowing what it is. Kurama, knowing what the Forest of Death was, he didn't tell Naruto, because he knew if Naruto spent some time in the Forest of Death, Naruto would surely get stronger. So Naruto walked inside of the Forest of Death. The Forest of Death. He then says, "Okay, Kurama, how will you train me?" Kurama then says, "Okay." Kurama then makes two shadow clones in Naruto's mindscape. Mm-hmm. Naruto says, how did you make a shadow clone? Can you do jutsus? Kurama says, sort of. Kurama says, I can only make shadow clones because those are the only ones that I can do that don't require hand signs for me. But all the other jutsus I don't know how to do, but I know how to do that. But I can't do that because, well, I'm a fox, I can't do jutsus. Besides this, of course. Naruto chuckled a bit at this. So, this is how you're going to be training me? How? Kurama then does the transformation jutsu on his two clones. Does, yeah. Kurama then does the transformation jutsu on his two clones, making the two clones turn into, well, Naruto. He made the two clones turn into Naruto. Kurama then said, these two will be training you. Wait, hold on. No, he made three. Let's say he made three clones. And then he transformed them into Naruto. Naruto then says, that's nice. Kurama then says, this one will train you in ninjutsu and chakra control. This one will train you in taijutsu. And this one will train you in genjutsu. Okay. Also, Naruto's chakra control is going to be pretty good since him and Kurama are working together now, and Kurama isn't like sabotaging or messing with his chakra. So, yeah, Naruto starts training. Within these 2 years, Naruto grows a lot stronger. Like, by a lot stronger, I mean he is like high Anbu level or like high Jonin level. Since he is an Otsutsuki. Like, yeah, he's an Otsutsuki. He has to be pretty strong. Even though Naruto hasn't reached his full potential yet. Hold on, yeah. Even though Naruto hasn't reached his full potential yet. So, let me tell you this. Naruto, he is gonna be really overpowered. Like, really overpowered. Like, even for an Otsutsuki. Since not only is he an Otsutsuki, he's like a royal Otsutsuki. Like, and he's the son of the Otsutsuki God. So, yeah, he'd probably be stopping on Ishiki once he reaches his full potential. So yeah, back to the start. So we are gonna be doing a 2-year time skip. Hold on, I need something. We are gonna be doing a 2-year time skip with Naruto learning the wait. Just about there. Give me 1 second. Okay. Dang it, this is taking longer than expected. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. Let's explain what he has learned in these 2 years. Okay. Wait. Okay. So Naruto's skills in Taijutsu, since he is an Otsutsuki, at that he's a royal one. Hold on. His Taijutsu, dang it. Yeah, his skills in taijutsu is way above average for his age, and is about three. No, he can keep up with. He can keep up with four gates. You know the four gates that Lee and my guy use. Yeah, he can keep up with four gates. That's his taijutsu level. Yeah, it's pretty OP for a 10-year-old. I don't want to make him too OP yet. He's gonna be pretty OP in the future. And then, hold on. Okay, and he can use his genjutsu. It's a really, really strong genjutsu, but he is barely scratching the surface. Because, like I said, he's gonna be pretty OP. So, his genjutsu, um, his genjutsu is, um, wait, okay, dang it, man, I'm sorry because I'm trying to read all the ninjutsus and stuff that I wrote down, but I'm having trouble, like, finding where I started. Oh yes, since he still hasn't unlocked any of his eyes, he still isn't capable of doing really strong genjutsu. Let's say his genjutsu is on par with Kurenai. Yeah, his genjutsu is on par with Kurenai. So the genjutsu he uses is called um yeah, let's say it's called Ashbone Death. Yeah, let's say Ashbone Death because that's the thing that Kaguya used. Pretty sure that's her Kekige Kai. So that's the thing that Kaguya used. So yeah, so it's called that because in the Genjutsu, he can keep on killing you slowly with ash burns for like 72 hours, but in real life, it has only been like 10 seconds. And in the Genjutsu, he can take off any part of your body with the ash bones. And the last part, he can make you fade away. Like if you guys watch the Avengers, I don't really know which part it was, the Avengers Infinity War or something. Pretty sure you can like search up a GIF or video on it on YouTube or Google. But yeah, he can make you fade away in the Genjutsu, and let me tell you, it's gonna hurt. Like it's gonna be like excruciating and stuff. It's gonna hurt a lot. So that was his levels of Genjutsu. Um, oh yeah, Kurama helped him with the Genjutsu, but Naruto he created that Genjutsu. Um, so as for ninjutsu, he can do the easy ones without hand signs because yeah, he's an Otsutsuki. But with the hard ones like I don't really know any hard jutsus. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know any hard jutsus. Let's just say he needs hand signs for the hard ones that I pick. So the jutsus he learned was, he knows lightning bullet. No, yeah, he learned lightning daggers. So he can create lightning, but then they turn into like a kunai shape. But it's just the pointy part. They turn into a kunai shape, and he can like redirect where they go, and it paralyzes the opponent if they aren't pretty strong. So he also learned water bullet. He learned fireball. He learned wind blade. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I came up with this, but there might already be a jutsu like this. But Wind Blade is pretty much just compressed air, but it's like very sharp, and it's made for killing, I guess. He learned Shadow Kunai slash Shuriken Jutsu. He learned Earth Dome. If you watch the Sasuke retrieval mission, it's that guy who uses the Earth Dome. He uses that, and it sucks up your chakra the more times you hit it with your chakra. So yeah, he learned Earth Dome. He learned Water Tsunami, and he learned Multi, and finally he learned Multi and regular Shadow Jutsu. And I'm saying this once again, if you think this is too overpowered, you should probably leave now. Because he's going to be like hundreds of times stronger than this in the future. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I told you this. Oh yes, he hasn't learned Rasengan yet, just for plot convenience, I guess. So I don't know if I told you this yet, but Naruto unlocked his Byakugan. He doesn't know if he's a Hugo or what, but he unlocked his Byakugan and he unlocked it. So since oh yes, also the Uchiha didn't die yet. They didn't die yet. But wait, I don't yeah. So since he is an Otsutsuki, his Byakugan is far more advanced than a regular Hyuga's Byakugan. So the Hyugas, let's say the Hyugas can see 15 miles out. And let's say the Hyugas can see 15 miles out, and they almost have 360 vision. They almost have 360 vision, except this small part which is like behind their neck, I think. They almost have 360 vision. But for regular Otsutskis can see, let's say, 300 miles out. Yeah. And they still have like the tiniest bit of a blind spot, but no regular shinobi or ninja would be able to like see that. Not even Kakashi. Like you'd have to be like pretty strong to see their blind spot. And since Naruto, he is a royal Otsutsuki, let's say he can see 420 miles out. And you know how Hyugas can see chakra points? Naruto can see that and pressure points in your nervous system. And if he hits your nervous system, I'm pretty sure it will confuse your brain and you won't be able to move that part of your body. So yeah. I'm pretty sure I spent way too much time explaining what he did in his training. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was worth it. I'm pretty sure you guys wanted to know what he learned. So yeah. Let's also he spent all of his time he spent all of his time in the forest of death. Because Kurama said it would make him stronger if he lived in the wild. So yeah. Naruto is walking out of the forest of death. He's walking out. Hold on. He's walking out of the forest of death, and while he's walking out of there, Karma then says, Kid, don't you think you need some new clothes? These clothes are getting pretty short, don't you think? Naruto then looked at his ripped up clothes. Naruto then says, Yeah, it's a good thing I've been saving up. Naruto walked to his store. Naruto then did the transformation jutsu, so they wouldn't recognize it's him. So Naruto then bought a pretty big white cloth, Naruto then went to his house. He did some sewing stuff or whatever. He did some sewing stuff. Whatever it's called. Sewing? Yeah, I think it's sewing. He did some of that stuff, and then he made a cloak that looks like this. Wait, hold on. His cloak looks like this. Give me 1 second. And his cloak looks like that. But imagine it doesn't have like the golden and purple. But instead of the golden and purple, it's like red and black over here. And it doesn't have these things. I don't know what they're called. I think they're tomoe. I don't know. But it doesn't have these things. It doesn't have that. So imagine all the purple and gold stuff is red and black. Of course it's shorter because, well, yeah, he's still a kid. So yeah, he did that. Okay, so let's say he looks like, dang it. Sorry for keeping having to turn off my screen share. But yeah, I don't want you guys to see some of the future, the future of of how he'll look and his eyes and stuff. Man, dang it. Or uh, oh, that's sad. I couldn't find how he will look. Just imagine he looks how he still does right now, except um he's more pale and his horns got longer. Like they're longer than Hagoromo's because Hagoromo's like a half breed between human and Otsutsuki. Imagine you'll see how his horns look later. You'll see how they look. So yeah, let's go to Naruto. He is sleeping at the moment because it was nighttime. Okay. So Kurama then says, Naruto. Naruto didn't wake up. Kurama then says, Kurama then says a little bit more louder. He says, Naruto. Naruto sort of wakes up and he says, what is it, Kurama? Kurama then says, you have school today, you idiot. Naruto then says, what? What's school? Kurama says, you have school today. Naruto then says, oh, dang, I forgot. Naruto then gets up, he puts on his clothes and he brushes his teeth and all that good stuff. He starts walking to the academy. He runs to the academy. And the villagers just see him as a blur because, yeah, he's really fast. Like I said, he's like 4 gates. He can keep up with 4 gates. So he just blurs to the academy. That's what it looks like to the villagers. Because he didn't want the villagers to try and beat him up or whatever. So he goes to the academy and he sits down. Well, he's about to sit down. He then says, sorry, Iruka Sensei, I'm late. Iruka then says, whatever, freak, just go sit in the back. Iruka says, not wanting to look at Naruto. Naruto then says, this village, they will one day regret how they treated me. Naruto says, wait, what? Okay. So Iruka then says, okay, guys. So I will be needing to see where all of you guys stand in the class. So we will be doing a sparring session. Iruka not thinking that any of the students in any J2s didn't say that they couldn't use jutsus. So yeah. Iruka then brings all of the students to the training grounds. To the training ground. He says, "Okay, students. So the matches will go as following. Um, the matches will go as following. It will go as the matches will go as following: Shikamaru versus Choji, Ino versus Sakura, Shino versus Hinata, and Kiba versus Naruto. And Iruka, thinking that Sasuke was the strongest of them all because he was in the Uchiha and he was the brother of Itachi, he thinks that Sasuke is the strongest. So he says, whoever wins in the shortest amount of time will fight Sasuke. So for Shikamaru versus Choji, they both forfeit. Shikamaru, he was just too lazy, and Choji said he wanted to finish the chips, so they both forfeit. And for Ino versus Sakura, it was a tie. Yeah, because they're both useless. Yeah, they're both just useless. Pretty sure most of you guys already know that. But, Shino versus Hinata. Also, Hinata she's very annoying. Yeah. She's sort of like a girl version of Neji for this Destiny stuff. She doesn't talk about Destiny. Yeah, let's just say she listens to Neji way too much. But she's annoying because Naruto wasn't there to save her and stuff. So she doesn't have a crush on Naruto. So Shino wins. Shino wins against Hinata because he sends bugs onto her, and Shino then says, "I will not take these bugs off of you. If you don't forfeit right now, my bugs will suck all of the chakra out of you, and you will die." Hinata being arrogant or whatever, Hinata thinks it's a bluff, and she says, "Pfft, like your gross bugs could ever do that." Shino then starts sucking chakra off of Hinata with his bugs. Shino then says, "It's inevitable. You can't win right now." Shino just goes quiet kid mode. So, Hinata, she forfeits. Shino then wins. Shino wins, and then, hold on. After Shino and Hinata, and then it's Kiba versus Naruto. I'm pretty sure you guys know who wins. It's obviously Kiba who wins because Naruto is weak. I'm just kidding. So, I'm pretty sure you guys know who's gonna win, but I'm gonna explain it anyways. So, Iruka then says, 3, 2, 1, start. Before Kiba could even do his finger or fang or whatever, Naruto just trips Kiba, and then he puts a kunai to his neck. Then Iruka then says, Naruto Uzumaki wins in the shortest amount of time. Because, as I said, Naruto, he's really fast. So, it only took about maybe 2 seconds for Naruto to win, because he just tripped Kiba and put a kunai to his neck. And for Akamaru, he just released a bit of his killer intent to scare Akamaru off. So, yeah. Iruka then says, Naruto Uzumaki versus Sasuke Uchiha. Everyone is cheering for Sasuke. None of the boys are, because, it's just the girls. Because they're fangirling over Sasuke. And The boys are not cheering for Sasuke, but they already know Sasuke's gonna win. Or at least they think he's gonna win. So, yeah. Iruka then says, 3, 2, 1, start. Naruto and Sasuke both run at each other. Sasuke, seeing how Naruto fights, tries to keep up with Naruto, but Naruto's faster. Naruto then throws a couple of kunais, throws two kunais at Sasuke. Sasuke then thinks, is he underestimating me? Throwing 2 shurikens at me. Naruto then says, Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. Then the shurikens then suddenly change into 15 kunais. 2 of the kunais scraped Sasuke, and now he was bleeding. Naruto could have ended the match right there, but he was bored and he wanted to keep the match going. Naruto then ran at Sasuke again. Sasuke being a bit hurt, he was limping a little. Naruto then kicked Sasuke in his stomach. And then while Sasuke was still in the air, after Naruto kicked him in the stomach, Naruto hit him in the back of the neck. Everyone was a bit disappointed in Sasuke for him to lose by a freak or a monster or whatever. They were disappointed at Sasuke, but they were more mad at Naruto because he hurt their precious Sasuke. And they all went inside. Also, Sasuke was knocked out, so yeah, everyone got to carrying him back to the class. Ruka then says, okay, I know everyone's status. I know where you guys all stand now. But little did he know, Naruto he wasn't really trying. So he didn't know Naruto's actual status, but it's good enough. Naruto is now the top of the class. Well, yeah. So Ruka then says, okay, you all may leave. Okay, so guys, I was planning on going a bit longer than this, but I can't. I'll try to upload a bit sooner next time. So yeah, I hope you guys all liked this video. Please subscribe. We're pretty close to 1K. Yeah. Hope you liked the video.